picture you stretching as you scramble out of bed. You could be anywhere tonight. Empty furniture is propping up your absence like the dead. Portrayed on a daguerreotype. what you're trying to get away with. You gotta follow, follow, your way.
Happy Sunday morning, everybody. Starting to lose my voice a little bit. Brett McKenzie joined by Wade Newton here. It's Sunday. It's Eagan versus Rochester AA. This is a rematch. One of the first games that the Eagan Wildcats have played this winter was against Rochester AA. That matchup ended up being 6-4 in favor of the Wildcats. Eagan coming into this matchup with a 10-2-0 record. Rochester AA 5-5-2. And the puck is down. Your starting lineup: Turvold, Schmidt, Steinke, Umland, and Kreck. 15 minutes of stop time today. Checking in with Umland, and he's over there with Turvold on the far wall. Now it's Kreck. Turvold battling in the corner. Kreck sending it over to Steinke. Now Rochester joining. Rochester made their first change. Wildcats will be looking for theirs as well. Turvold with plenty of room. Sends it across the crease looking for Steinke. Rochester sends it back in. Now Turvold. Turvold trying to find Urick. Gannon. Backhand pass to Urick. Slap shot deflected by Steinke. Schmidt ties up a man. Steinke sends it out almost on the stick of Urick. Wildcats get their change. Beckwith, Eilertson, Thomas, Becker, and now Thonvold. Thomas chasing one down along the near wall. Eilertson collects. Loses it temporarily. Now it's the Mustangs. Rochester peeling up. Rochester obviously wearing the black. Thonvold skating up onto his forehand. Nice pass to Thomas, wide open. Thomas' shot gets through, pad save. Nice pass from Thonvold. Schumann tried to leave it for Schmidt. Puck is still down there somewhere. There it is. Now Thomas. Thomas's backhand pass for Schumann ends up with Rochester. Now Rochester enters the zone. Just under 12 minutes to play. Turvold to Gannon. Gannon tied up on the hash mark. Puck works out to the point. Turvold's going to find it. He's got room to skate. He sends it up to Gannon. That just hopped over his stick. And we'll have our first whistle of the game. Gives us a chance to check in with our starting goaltender, number 70, Austin Schwark. This Eagan PWA team has 2 goalies. Parker West, the other one, feeling a bit under the weather this weekend. Saw him in the lobby this morning. He says he's doing a little bit better, so we hope to see him again here sometime real soon. Wildcats are also down. Number 26, Bennett McKenzie. Now here's Rochester. Shot goal. Rochester picking one off and finds the top corner up over Schwarky's shoulder. First goal of the game coming here with 11:19 left in the first period. Rochester enters the line. Beckwith defends. Beckwith goes down, leaves the puck for Urich. Urich sending it up to Eilertson. That one hits the referee near the red line. Becker. Turvold, backhand pass. Just off the mark for Beckwith. Beckwith up to Thomas. Thomas with a nice pass looking for Urich. That one's just in front of him. They chase it down, no icing. 10:30 to play here in the first period. We'll have a resurface after the completion of the first period. They went on some dirty ice today. Becker with a break. Just loses it. Now it's Thonvold high in the slot, onto his backhand. Thonvold shot. Hits the shin pad of the Rochester defender. Thonvold, number 45, with a dangerous shot. Now it's Schumann. Schumann on his forehand. Shot, glove save. Thonvold, Gannon, Schumann, Beckwith, and Eilertson. Rochester on the breakout. They cross the line. Eilertson pursues to the outside. Shot, goal. Looks like they're conferring here. We'll take a look at this. I think it may be goaltender interference is what they're considering. And it is no goal. How about that? All right. So they're saying goaltender interference. We'll have a defensive zone face-off. Rochester coach looking for an explanation. Makes sense. While we wait, we can take a look. Our last game was a win against Sartell AA. That was just last night. Next up will be Eastview back in D8 rotation. It's on Thursday at 8 p.m. Hope to have Weston McKenzie back into the lineup for that one. All right, it's going to be a neutral zone face-off. Schumann, Thonvold, Gannon, Eilertson, and Beckwith. Shot blocked by Eilertson. It was kicked out high in the slot by Schwark. Now Schumann skating on his backhand. He sends it down to Thonvold. Shot from Beckwith goes just wide. Gannon collects on the far corner. They work behind the net, Thonvold and Gannon. Now Rochester. Big number 11. Shot from the outside, goes high and wide. Hits the glass, rings all the way around. Gannon, free breakout. Wildcats change. Gannon's shot hit the defender and the Breezers. Umland, Kreck, Schmidt, Turvold, Steinke. Turvold leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt, backhand pass looking up for Turvold. That one stops play. Up here at the Gales of November tournament in Duluth, we've been taking the opportunity to introduce our audience to a couple of Duluth-based musicians and bands. On our intro, we heard from Clint Boylan, originally from Finlayson, Minnesota. Produced a number of records in his apartment in Duluth 15, 20 years ago or so. That was followed by Mary Bew, also from Duluth, now resides in Minneapolis. She's still performing. You can catch her all over town. Oh, Schmidt taken down. We're going to have our first penalty. Schmidt draws a penalty. The Wildcats go on the power play for the first time this morning. Or afternoon, I should say. 7:47 left in the first period. Becker back to Eilertson. Eilertson's shot was blocked. Now it's Urich giving it back to Eilertson. Eilertson sending it down to Becker. Back to Urich. Thomas is high in the slot. Now it's Becker behind the net going back to Urich. Now Eilertson to Beckwith. Beckwith tried to go down to Urich. Nice idea, but it was picked off. Oh, here comes the Mustangs shorthanded. Urich sends it down. They go for a change. Just under 7 minutes to play in the first period. 38 seconds left of power play time. Big heavy shot stopped there by Schwark. Number 11 for the Mustangs. Player to watch out for. Schumann. Back to Turvold. Gannon, nice breakout pass to Schmidt. Schmidt, little backhand touch pass to Turvold. Turvold still fighting for it in the near corner, or in the far corner. Gannon on the forecheck. Schmidt pinches. Puck comes back to Thonvold up at the line. He sends it towards the net. Save. Seven seconds left. The Wildcat power play. Penalty time is over. Full strength are the Mustangs. They enter the line with even numbers 3-on-3. Thonvold pulls up a loose puck, puts it off the wall looking for Schumann. Schumann sends a pass over to Turvold. Turvold's shot. Save! Nice breakout from the Wildcats. That one's sent back in towards the net. Gannon tried to poke at it. He's with Schumann, Thonvold, Schmidt, and Turvold. Turvold chips it up to Schumann. Now Gannon. Kreck and Umland onto the ice. Bouncing puck. Stopped by Schwark. Schwark leaves it for Eilertson. Eilertson to Turvold. Turvold onto his backhand. Turvold circling, stops and waits for reinforcements. It's Steinke. Umland got just enough of the body. Schwark stopping it for Beckwith. Beckwith ringing around, looking for Kreck. Eilertson with a quick shoulder check. He rings it around, looking for Steinke. Steinke can't pull it off the wall. Now it's Eilertson again. Umland with a good body play. Eilertson to Kreck. Kreck, his pass looking for Steinke. That's picked off. It's one-on-one. Beckwith defending. Shot. Save, Schwark. And he holds on. 4:05 left in the first period. Becker, Urich, Thomas, Schmidt, Turvold. Thomas floats one over to Urich. Urich. Now Becker. Mustangs with speed coming through center ice. It was Turvold knocking it up back out into the area of the blue line. Thomas going across over to Urich, but it was offside. 3:28 left in the first. All right, sorry folks. Looks like we lost the stream there for just a couple minutes. We've rebooted. We are live once more. Before we kick it to a little bit of intermission music, we can, I believe, be able to show you the goal that we had missed. Give me 1 second here. I'm kind of doing this all on the fly now. All right, here we go. There's a pad save, a rebound, got thrown right in. Here's the initial shot. Kicked out into the slot, but it gets in behind Schwartz. So that makes it 2-0. That one happening just in the closing moments of the first period. So we'll take a short break, get some water, try to take care of this voice, and hopefully we'll be back in action here for the rest of the game. Thanks again for joining us, everybody.
I can picture you stretching as you scramble out of bed. You could be anywhere tonight. Empty furniture is propping up your absence like that.
you're trying to get away with. You gotta follow, 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 follow your bliss. That's what this is. Heavy's bound and sadness, grief and loss, you feel it, baby. The failure stacks, you tried 1,000 times and nothing's sticking. That lovely moment when you let it go and feel forgiveness. Untie your hands and throw them up because the world's your lover. What you trying to get away with? What you trying to get away with? You gotta follow, 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 follow your bliss. Follow, 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 follow
All right, back for the second period. It would appear that everything is settled down on our stream, so we should be good to go. Fingers crossed. Second period is going to start with Thonvold, Schumann, Gannon, Turvold, and Schmidt. Austin Schwark resumes his place in between the pipes. Slap shot blocked by Thonvold. Mustangs trying to get a shot in towards the net. Turvold is the one able to break it up. We'll have a stoppage of play. Icing is the call. 14:22 left here in the second period. Shots currently reading 10-4 in favor of Rochester. Steinke looking for Umland. He's with Kreck, Eilertson, and Beckwith. Schwartz settling it down for Beckwith. Beckwith, bank pass, looking for Kreck. Eilertson, poke check. Steinke, nice body play. Now Beckwith. Beckwith's pass hits skates, but does get outside the zone. Now Eilertson. Becker. Wildcats working on a change. It's Turvold and Schmidt, joined by Uric. Uric worth a sliding shot. He goes down into the corner, or into the boards behind the net. This fresh ice, it's probably going to be a wet seat for young Danny Uric. Now Schmidt with room. Schmidt not able to get the shot away. Schmidt finds Becker. Becker, shot tipped, save. I think we might have caught just a piece of that Becker shot here at the end. Yes, indeed. Looks like Connor Thomas with the tip. Schumann, Thonvold, Gannon, Schmidt, Turvold. Gannon, breakout pass looking for Schumann. Schumann's pass goes through the zone. Shot from the outside, glove down by Schwark. Schwark leaves it there for Turvold. Turvold to Thonvold. Thonvold fan on this pass. Schmidt recovers. Puts up the wall. Now it's an odd man rush for the Wildcats. 3-on-2. Schumann, Turvold, and Gannon. Schumann's drop pass. Now picked up here by Rochester. Thonvold was back on the back check. Wildcats had gone for a partial change. Thonvold, stretch pass, finding Gannon. That bounces off the stick. He goes in on the forecheck. Beckwith holds the zone. Turvold changes. Eilertson on. So is Steinke. Shot goes well wide. It's Beckwith tied up along the half wall. Kreck able to skate it out. It's Kreck and Steinke 2-on-2. Puck is pulled in offside. Stops the clock with 11:14 left in the second period. Eilertson up to Kreck. Now Eilertson. Eilertson on his backhand, pulls to the middle. Eilertson down the slot. That gets poked away. Urick, Eilertson, now Beckwith. Urick crosses the center line, tied up along the blue line. Eilertson comes down, picks up the puck, scoops it down in. Wildcats had checked up. No offside. That was Schmidt taking a bat at it. Urick chasing it down. Turvold's defending. That one's sent towards the net. Little kick save there from Danny Urick. Turvold, good position. Turvold will chase it down in the near corner. Now Schmidt. Schmidt up to Urick. Quick pass over to Turvold. Mustangs in the near corner. They send it behind the net. Turvold's going to chase. Now Becker with a stick. Schmidt's breakout pass got left behind the net. Turvold picks it up. He sauces it up to Urick. Urick tried to go across looking for Thomas. Here's Thomas with the break. Thomas, shot, just wide. Eilertson in the neutral zone. He waits for the zone to clear, sends it in. And that one ends up on the bench. Quick hands there from Coach Eilertson. Let's say hello to our coaches. Eilertson, the head coach. We have Brett McKenzie, Luke Turvold, Mike Christensen, and our goalie coach, Jake Schumann. Thonvold, Schumann, Gannon, Eilertson, and Beckwith. Schumann pushing it over to Beckwith. That shot glove down. Stops the clock with 8:32 left in the second period. Shots getting a little bit closer now, 10-9 in favor of Rochester. Beckwith putting it down towards Schumann. Another one gloved down by head coach Kirk Eilertson. Beckwith, fans on his shot, but able to send it down in the Rochester corner. Mustangs skating out through neutral ice. Blocked by Steinke. Rochester goes D to D. Sent in for Beckwith. Kreck not able to hold on. It's Umland in for support. Eilertson now. Eilertson with another great play along the wall. Very impressive weekend from number 18. Shot from the outside, glove down by Schwartz. Rochester setting up now, but it's Beckwith finding room in the corner. Beckwith's pass finds Kreck. Kreck's 1-on-2. Kreck, shot, glove save. 7:21 left in the second period. Becker, Urick, Thomas, Turvold, and Schmidt. There's Turvold. His shot hits traffic on the way in. He recovers, skates once, skates twice, sends it to Schmidt, who puts it up to Thomas. Urick first on a loose puck. Nice backhand pass to Turvold. Turvold's shot goes well wide. Schmidt ties up along the wall. Gets the puck down to Urick. Urick with time. Schmidt holds the line. Back to Becker. Becker sauce down to Urick. Urick looking for Thomas. Nice idea there from those three. That one goes for icing, stops play with 6:39 left in the second period. Thonvold, Schumann, Gannon, Turvold, Schmidt. Schmidt, one-time shot goes just wide. Turvold flipping it back in. Now it's Rochester. Thonvold pressures. Turvold again putting it up off the glass. But he was looking for Schumann. Now he's going to skate it. Schumann stays on side. Turvold just loses as he's moving to his backhand. Turvold's turnaround shot, no one home. It's 2-on-2. Mustangs coming back. It's Thonvold and Schmidt, your defenders. That shot had been tipped wide. Thonvold's going to pick it up in the near corner. Now Schumann. Umland right off the bench, able to interrupt momentarily. It's Umland, Steinke, Kreck, Eilertson, and Beckwith now. Umland on his backhand side, pulls up, forehand shot. Umland now to Kreck. Kreck trying to turn around. Now it's Eilertson onto his backhand. His shot goes deflected wide. Steinke. That one's sent out. Eilertson will be the first one on it. Eilertson surveys the ice, puts a backhand pass up to Kreck, but that's picked off. Here come the Mustangs down low, 2-on-1. Save Schwark. Loose puck behind the net, picked up by Umland and Beckwith. Two Rochester players going down in a heat. That one flipped up over the net. Shot coming from the point, sails high. Beckwith onto his backhand, turns around. Nice play from Gavin Beckwith. Beckwith was looking for the stretch pass to Urick. That gets deflected. Now it's a quick save there from Schwark. Wow, that was a quick toe save there from Schwarky. Beckwith clears the zone to Urick. Urick moving it over to Steinke. Steinke sending it in. It's the Mustangs turning it around. This one will go for icing. Stops the play with 3:48 left in the second period. Let's take a peek at that save. You can see that going onto the forehand, then through the screen, Schwark getting that right foot all the way over to the post, makes the big save. Becker, Urick, Thomas, Turvold, Schmidt. Drop past, picked up by Becker. Turn around, it was Schmidt. Turvold now. Turvold rings it around hard, finding Urick. Now here's an opportunity for Becker. Becker's got Thomas on the far side. Becker sending it across, but that was tipped. Thomas loses an edge in the far corner. Now it's Urick looking to move it down to Schumann. Pardon me, that's Becker back there. Urick with a nice play. Urick's turnaround shot hit the side of the net. Now we have a 3-on-1, 2-on-1. Turvold defending. Pass across the slot. Shot goes wide. Schmidt and Urick. Schumann with all sorts of room as Rochester works on a change. Schmidt finds Thomas, but it's offside. 2:21 left in the second. Mustangs holding on to a 2-goal lead. Eilertson, Beckwith, Gannon, Schumann, Thonvold. Good hustle there from Schumann, winning the puck race. He leaves it for Gannon. Gannon looking for Thonvold in the slot. That gets picked away by the Rochester defense. Beckwith's one-timer flutters away. Now it's Eilertson. Pass up to Schumann. Schumann entering the zone. Sending across for Thonvold. Thonvold, wide-angle shot. Goes through the paint. Ends up on the stick of the Rochester player. Now it's Beckwith defending with Eilertson. Eilertson's going to go to the box. Minute and a half. This time for interference. Umland, Kreck, Schmidt, and Turvold, your penalty killers. Here's an opportunity for Schmidt. Schmidt throws it down in where Kreck meets it. Kreck puts it back behind the Rochester goal. Mustangs skate it out. That one's tipped. Not enough for icing. Turvold picks it up. Turvold to Kreck. Kreck looking for Schmidt. Kreck recovers. Mustangs go D to D. Kreck pressures in the neutral zone. Big number 11 onto the inside. His shot saves Schwark. Umland defending. Schmidt with the stop. Now Schmidt. 2-on-2 with Umland. Short-handed. Schmidt sends it down in, goes for a change. Beckwith on the ice. Now Steinke. Drop pass. Nice pass across the slot there for Mustangs. No shot resulting. 22 seconds left in the second period. 14 seconds left of the penalty time. Nice pad save from Schwark. Umland trying to find Steinke high in the zone. 13 seconds left. Turvold bats it back to Beckwith. Beckwith reverses a couple times. Nice play from Beckwith. Beckwith sending it all the way out for Eilertson. He was in all alone and just runs out of time. So we will take a short break. I'll try to pound some more water here, and we'll be back for the last 15 minutes of the Gales of November tournament.
That would have been sweet. 5 minutes.
I could never pretend that I don't love you. You could never pretend that I'm your man. That's exactly the way that I want it. It's exactly the way that I am. And you call me in the morning with your troubles, taking it downtown every night. I could never place the stars at night above. Got my hands on the ground and you know I'm right. You wait so long. You wait so long. You wait so long. You wait so long.
Back for the third period. Rochester stays on top, 2-0. Urick, Becker, Thomas, Beckwith, and Eilertson. Rochester yelling about something, not exactly sure. Urick tries to collect a bouncing puck. He goes down. Schumann picks it up. He's going to skate it in, but it's going to be offside. Stops play with 14:03 left in the third. Gannon, Schumann, Kreck, Schmidt, Turvold. Schmidt to Gannon. Puck sent around. Thonvold able to get it down to Gannon. Gannon working in towards the middle. Mustangs able to bat it away. Now the Mustangs. Schmidt holds the line, sending it to Gannon. He's got Schumann in the middle. Schumann with it on his forehand. He turns around, drop pass, finding Turvold. Turvold shot, save. Turvold on the loose puck. He gets pulled down. We'll have a penalty. We'll put the Wildcats on the power play. With 13:15 left in the third period. Gannon, Schumann, Thonvold, Turvold, and Schmidt, your power play unit. Thonvold lost it temporarily. Rochester flips it high into the air. Schmidt to Gannon, back to Schmidt. Schmidt with momentum as he crosses center lights. Schmidt, shot, hits the post! Thonvold turnaround shot. Schmidt going for the rebound. Schwark out to play it. He was finding Gannon. Now Schumann and Thonvold 2-on-2. Schumann on his forehand takes a shot. Saved. Rebound not there. And Rochester jumps on top of it. See Gannon there on the rebound. Throws it towards the net. But the Rochester goaltender hopping on top. 40 seconds left in the power play. 12:25 left in the game. Umland winning it back to Steinke. Kreck in the slot. He's with Beckwith and Eilertson. Here's Umland off the baseline. His shot saved. Steinke. Room in the corner. Centering pass interrupted by Rochester. Held the zone by Beckwith. Beckwith finds Steinke. Steinke wide angle shot save. Umland collects. 5 seconds left in power play time. Kreck out to Eilertson. It goes through his legs. Rochester full strength. Beckwith up to Steinke. Steinke's shot hits a leg. Puck deflects up into the netting, stops play with 11:34 left in the third. Steinke, Umlin, Kreck, Schmidt, Turvold. And here comes number 11 for the Mustangs. Crosses the line, moves to the middle. Save Schwark. He holds on. 11:22 left now. Becker on the draw. He's with Turvold, Schmidt, Thomas, and Urich. Rochester defense fans on his pass, almost picked up there by Becker. Nice step there from Urich. Puck just clears outside the zone. Becker trying to work in. Now Turvold. Turvold finds some time before he puts it up to Becker. Becker looking for Thomas. 3-on-2. Thomas, shot, glove save. Eilertson, his shot, doesn't get all the way through. Gannon picks it up. He's with Thonvold, Schumann, and Beckwith. Eilertson, his pass to Schumann. Schumann turns around. Thonvold picks it up off the back check. Gannon, Schumann, back to Gannon. Centering effort blocked by Thonvold. Eilertson tried to get it up to Beckwith. Rochester doesn't gain the line. Schumann. Schumann battles in the near corner. And here comes Rochester. Bouncing puck. Here's a break for Rochester. Shot, save! Wildcats are changing. Here come Rochester one more time. And another save. Let's go back and take a look at that last save from Austin Schwark. Eilertson not able to get it all the way out, but it's an aggressive Schwark coming out to play it. Nice stop from number 70, Austin Schwark. Umlin, Schmidt, Steinke, Turvold, Kreck. Turvold buys time, banks it off the wall to Umlin. Umlin's pass is a little in front of Steinke, and the puck flushes out into center ice. Offside's the call. 8:35 left in the second, or the third, pardon me. Schwark leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt, backhand pass to Kreck. That hit Kreck skates, ends up out on the Rochester point. Tipped as it goes through the slot. And it had gone wide. Steinke on his forehand, sending it up towards Turvold. Kreck will chase it down. Schmidt tried to hold the line. It's Rochester coming back. They're offsides. They'll have to pull back up. Kreck keeps it into neutral ice. Now Turvold flipping it up. Kreck changes, Steinke changes. We have Urich and Thomas on the ice. Becker. Bank pass for Turvold. Turvold cuts up the center. He finds the seam. Turvold gets poke checked. Thomas, now Turvold once more. Becker. Turvold still fighting for it. Turvold on his forehand. He throws it towards the net, goes wide. Urich on his backhand behind the goal line. He sends it up towards Thomas. Becker looking for it. Eilertson on the ice. Beckwith holding the line. Putting it over towards Urich. Ends up in the far corner. Urich with a good hustle on the forecheck. Beckwith with a nice stop. Strong game tonight from number 66, Gavin Beckwith. Now Urich. Shot save. Stoppage of play at 6:25 left in the third. Shots remaining even, 18-17, now in favor of the Wildcats. But of course, it's the Mustangs with their 2 first period goals remaining on top, 2-0. Urich, Becker, Thomas, Eilertson, Beckwith. Eilertson sending it down to Becker. Headman pass, too much for the Rochester player. Eilertson puts it out. It's offside, 6:06 left. Thonvold, Schumann, Gannon, Beckwith, and Eilertson. That was Schumann getting up to Gannon. Shot coming from the point. Save, rebound, goal. Three 0 now. Mustangs on top. Umlin, Steinke, Kreck, Turvold, Schmidt. Kreck with room as he skates it out. He headmans to Umlin. Loose puck picked up by Steinke. Steinke kicking it to his forehand. Wide angle shot goes high and wide. Turvold stops. Now it's Kreck. Battle in front of the Rochester bench. Turvold comes up with it. He flips it up to Umlin. Umlin onto his backhand side. Kreck turning it around. Nice stop from Turvold. He flips it back in. Now it's Steinke. Steinke shot, hits traffic. Steinke with another nice stop. He flips it down in. Umlin will go on the forecheck. Kreck with the stop on the hash mark. Umlin. Now Turvold. Turvold high in the slot. Pulling to his forehand. He takes shot, bar down. What a shot from Nate Turvold. My goodness. He had been buzzing out there. There you can see Turvold gaining possession in the high slot. pulling it to his forehand, using the traffic as a screen, and just ripping it bar down. We'll let that one play one more time because that was such a beauty. There he is, thinking he's going to his backhand. He opens up the hips. Mohawk move, bar down. Nate Turvold gets the Wildcats back within 2. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the ice. We'll take a short break and be back with you here for the final 4 minutes and 21 seconds of the third period.
I can picture you stretching as you scramble out of bed. You could be anywhere tonight. Empty furniture is propping up your absence like the dead. You're treading on a daguerreotype.
.4:15 left. It's Urich, Becker, Thomas, Beckwith, and Eilertson. Wildcats have about 4 minutes to put in 2 to tie this game. Now here's Thomas. His backhand shot gets through, but stopped in the crease. 4 minutes exactly left on the clock. Becker, his shot, save, rebound, goes wide. Rochester sending it up the middle. Beckwith with a piece of it. Eilertson back to defend. Eilertson, nice catch. Now it's Rochester, big number 11. Puts it on net, saves Schwark. Reminder, everybody, that we're back to D8 play next week, Thursday the 17th, 8 p.m. against Eastview. I believe that game is back at Eagan West, so should have no trouble streaming that one for you. Now it's 2-on-2. Thonvold, Gannon. Another bar down shot. Thonvold showing it off. All right. There's our replay. Thonvold once again using the D as a screen. Boom! Bar down and in. And just like that, we've got a 1-goal game with 3:20 left to play. Turvold goes bar down. Thonvold goes bar down. Who's going to do it again? Turvold looking for Gannon. He's with Schumann, Schmidt, and Turvold. Turvold trying to get up to Thonvold. Puck sent out into neutral ice. It'll be Turvold on it first. Turvold finds Schumann. Schumann, he gets poke checked. Kreck on the back check. Centering pass, no one home. Schmidt up to Steinke. That one gets held in. Steinke flipping it over to Kreck. Kreck gains the line, tries to send it in and does. Umlin in on the forecheck. Good hustle from Logan Umlin. Kreck now. Throws it towards the net. That hit a body. Steinke battling for it. And here's Eilertson. Eilertson ringing it around. That hit a weird spot along the Zamboni door, and it's Rochester coming up in the slot. Shot. That one goes wide. Minute 39 left in the game. Wildcats needing one. We'll keep an eye on Schwark's net should the Wildcats be able to clear their own zone. Steinke onto his forehand, sending it up to Umlin. Umlin trying to find Turvold and does. No, that's Urich. Urich gets pulled down. We've got a power play coming. It's one of those times where you want Rochester to touch the puck so that we can get that man advantage going. So with a minute 7, I would expect we will see 6-on-4. Minute 7 left for the Wildcats to tie this one up. And we have a timeout. So we'll be back shortly with the conclusion of this one. Just under a minute to play. Wildcats on the power play. Thonvold sends it towards the net. That one goes wide. Schumann, Becker. Schumann puts it on net. Save. 44.8 seconds left. The net is empty. Schumann on the draw. He's with Becker, Thonvold, Schmidt, Eilertson, and Turvold. Schumann. Schumann fakes once, puts it in towards the center. That gets picked off, knocked down by Turvold. Eilertson down to Schumann. Schumann putting it in towards the middle. That's picked up. Now it's Becker. Becker to Turvold. Turvold shot, hits traffic. Now it's Eilertson holding the zone. Eilertson off the wall to Thonvold. Thonvold down to Becker to Schumann. 10 seconds left. Turvold. Eilertson. Shot. Hits traffic. And that one is cleared. That will probably do it. And it does. The Gales of November in Duluth, Minnesota. What a great tournament here for the Wildcats. They finished with one win over Sartell AA, 3 losses, but some very good games in there. One last reminder, this next game will be on Thursday, the 17th at 8 p.m. against Eastfield. Handshakes at center ice. We want to thank everybody for tuning in today and all weekend long. So for my cameraman, my father-in-law, Wade Newton, I'm Brett McKenzie. We'll see you next time, everybody. Drive safe.